We're Jenna and Jeremy.
After 14 months of RV life, we sold the RV and booked a one-way flight to travel the world.
Follow our adventures as we explore more of our incredible planet Earth.
Don't forget to press that subscribe button and turn on post notifications for weekly travel videos.
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok. Quench your adventure. Now on to the good stuff.
Welcome to one of the sunniest places on the planet and to the country where the 365-day calendar was invented, Egypt. We're embarking on the 9-day Felucca Odyssey trip hosted by Travel Talk Tours. We begin and end in Cairo. We'll be staying in nice hotels as well as on an overnight train and a traditional Felucca boat. This tour is offered year-round and is absolutely full of interesting sights and fun activities. We spent a few nights on our own in Cairo before the tour and want to share with you what we tried.
You will not believe what we just ordered for dinner tonight here in Egypt. For 140 Egyptian pounds, we are going to be eating one pigeon for dinner. We just saw them in the streets today. They ain't that cute and clean looking.
Oh, heck no. Look at that pigeon. It's got wings. Jeremy and I are about to have pigeon for the first time here in Egypt.
It's just like chicken, right? I think they left the head somewhere else.
Oh, that's the neck.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's chewy. It's smoked. It's smoked flavor, not really like saucy or
Back to the tour. We made our own way to the first hotel on day one, but there is a complimentary transfer offered from the airport to the hotel. We stayed at the Oasis Hotel, but I think they've now shifted to the Sonesta Hotel Tower and Casino, which looks even nicer. At 6 p.m. we had our informal meeting to get acquainted. From there, we joined for the optional group dinner on a cruise boat with a large dinner buffet and fun entertainment. We begin day 2 by exploring Egypt's iconic ancient wonder of the world, the pyramids and the Sphinx.
Welcome to Giza here at the Grand Pyramids in Egypt. I just wanted to show you how really big it is in person. A big slab of rock. It's not tiny brick by brick. These are massive boulders just stacked all the way out. Yes, you can climb the outside, not too high.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest Egyptian pyramid and the tomb of 4th dynasty pharaoh Khufu. Built in the early 26th century BC, during a period of around 27 years, the pyramid is the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world and the only one to remain largely intact. The Great Pyramid was built by quarrying an estimated 2.3 million large blocks weighing 6 million tons in total. There are 3 known chambers inside the Great Pyramid, but I had no idea you can actually pay to go in. If you do pay the $19 to enter, know that it's very tight and boiling hot, but it's a unique experience being inside such an ancient, mysterious place. We are back down. It is a sauna up there, but we can breathe and stand again. We're now on the other side of the pyramids and have a chance to ride a camel through the desert with the pyramids in view. I love this shot, showing the proximity of the ancient world to the modern one. On to the Great Sphinx of Giza, a limestone statue of a reclining sphinx, a mythical creature with the head of a human and the body of a lion. Apparently, the Great Sphinx was created around 2500 BC for the pharaoh Khafre, the builder of the second pyramid of Giza. Now let's head to Saqqara to see the iconic step pyramid built in 2700 BC. The Pyramid of Djoser is apparently the world's first large-scale cut stone structure. By the way, there are millions of stray dogs in Egypt, and we saw more than a few. This is absurd. It's like 100 people in here just walking crouched. Jenna's feeling a little claustrophobic. It's okay, he said it's only about 25 meters. Oh my gosh, Indiana Jones. Later, we visited a papyrus center where we watched an interesting demonstration and had a chance to purchase works of art made from papyrus. Just got on our sleeper train to go all the way south to Aswan City overnight. It's gonna be like a 14-hour journey and it's a little crazy. We just stepped on. I wanna show you what this place looks like. Do you think that is what that is? Yeah. You're on car 10. Here's a quick look. Definitely feels like we've dropped back into, you know, maybe the 1940s? Bye, Cairo. It's time for dinner on our overnight sleeper train. We have chicken, veggies, rice, bread, tahini, and a little bit of maybe chocolate cake. I'm excited to dig in here for the two of us. And then after we're finished, we'll convert these things into beds. Wanted to show you the beds again. This is where I slept. We got this handy dandy ladder here.
We have Jeremy eating his bread croissant cheese.
Squeeze cheese.
And we were served this. We have juice, multiple jams and jellies and butter. One loaf of bread, a sandwich bread, a fruitcake bread, a croissant.
Our tour guide said things run in Egyptian time here, meaning that a lot of the trains are late or delayed. You don't know exactly what time you're going to arrive, but it sounds like everything was pretty on time.
Yeah, we were comfortable.
Yeah, the beds are nice, temperature is good, like it was fine. The pillow a little flat, but not bad. I was on the top bunk without a phone, so like I never even checked the time or anything.
I checked many times.
I just stayed until it got light out, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm awake now.
The train just moved a lot. It was not a steady, smooth track.
It's time to show you the bathroom. Here we go, stepping in. Door opens to about there. Gotta inch your way around. Close the door, it locks. You got a sink with a foot pedal, makes the water come out. You do have some soap, a mirror, what's up? A window that just cracks open a bit. And here we go, the toilet, most importantly. You ready for this? Oh, straight down onto the tracks, into the world.
Alright guys, we've made it. Made it to Aswan City. What a ride. Bye sleeper train. A few more nights we'll be on it again. The Philae Temple is set beautifully on an island in the middle of the Nile. It was originally on Philae Island, but due to flooding resulting from the dam, the temple complex was somehow dismantled and moved in 1971 to nearby Agilkia Island. The temple is dedicated to the goddess Isis, divine mother of the pharaohs. Historians believe that Egyptians were the first to use perfumes in their cultural rituals, and many bottles have been discovered in tombs of Egyptian pharaohs. We enjoyed a perfume and oil presentation while learning about their effects and uses. Let's go check in to the Tulip Hotel, a 5-star hotel on the Nile River. The evening is on its way, and we have an optional dinner and excursion to the Nubian village. Time for a sunset boat ride along the Nile on our way to the village. There's a lot to look at. A hilltop mausoleum, other boats, nice rocks, vegetation, soft sunset lighting, livestock, smooth sand dunes, and finally, the colorful village. Alright, I'm late here. We destroyed all the food, but it was really nice. Kofta, fried chicken, some
Veggie, potatoes,
rice, orzo,
tomato cubes, and some bread.
and some nice vibes here in the Nubian village. Day 4, we were up early for an optional visit to a temple in the very southern part of Egypt near the border of Sudan. The Abu Simbel Temple was initially cut into a solid rock cliff and was constructed as a place for people to worship Pharaoh Ramses II. The temple was also a show of power toward the recently conquered territory of Nubia. The outside has 4 massive statues of Ramses II, and it was definitely an impressive visit. Time for the part of the trip that gives it its name, Felucca time. We are on a Felucca on the River Nile here in Aswan City. The sun is setting. We just ate a late lunch. It's gorgeous. Wind in the hair. Oh my gosh, what a life. Yes, we are actually sailing here, and it was cool watching the captains do their thing. So here's your boat tour. You can see it's basically one open space and giant mattress for everyone to lounge and sleep. We really enjoyed hanging with our fellow tour mates. We listened to music, told stories, and got to know each other pretty well. There's a service boat that follows us around with the bathroom, supplies, and food, which was all good. One thing to note, and just general travel advice, it's wise to carry something like Imodium. In case you have any bathroom issues, which some of us did, it could come in handy and make for a more enjoyable trip. Day 5 was the chillest day. We lounged, sailed, ate, talked, played cards, explored some dunes, enjoyed a sunset from the shore, and had a beach bonfire and dance party. Great times. Day 6, we are off the Felucca and heading north. We're stopping at the Kom Temple, dedicated to the crocodile god Sobek, and next door we saw actual mummified crocodiles. Next stop will be Edfu, home to one of the largest and best preserved temples in Egypt. Dedicated to the falcon god Horus, the temple was built over 180 years from 237 BC to 57 BC. Further north, we've reached the Steigenberger Nile Palace, which is a lovely 5-star hotel on the Nile. For sunset, we're heading to the Luxor Temple, which was constructed around 1400 BC. This is likely where many of the pharaohs of Egypt were crowned, and it sure is an impressive temple with huge obelisks, striking columns, and tons of statues. Day 7 could begin with a hot air balloon ride. We opted out simply because we'd recently done this in Turkey, but this looks like a great place to do it, and it's more affordable here in Egypt. On to the Valley of the Kings, aka the City of the Dead. It's home to fancy royal tombs carved into desert rocks and filled with treasures for the pharaoh's afterlife. It's also where King Tut is buried, and you can actually see his mummified body. We also have the Temple of Queen Hatshepsut and Colossi of Memnon. Definitely a masterpiece of ancient architecture here. The dramatic landscape made this site one of my personal favorites. Back in Luxor, we're visiting the vast Karnak temple complex, one of the most important religious centers of ancient Egypt with its marvelous temples. It is apparently the second most visited historical site in Egypt, with the pyramids of Giza being the first. It's time to board the overnight sleeper train back to Cairo, and that experience was just like you saw the first time. Day 8, the journey continues with a visit to the Mosque of Muhammad Ali and Citadel of Saladin. This Ottoman mosque is the largest to be built in the first half of the 19th century and was completed in 1848. The views from both the inside and outside are equally impressive, with a lovely lookout over the huge city of Cairo. Afterwards, due to some very specific travel plans, we had to head to the airport, but the rest of the group heads to one of the most important museums dedicated to the ancient world, the Egyptian Museum of Cairo. The tour also takes you to the Khan el-Khalili Bazaar and the Hanging Church before your last night at the same hotel that you began. On day 9, you'll enjoy your final included breakfast before the included airport transfer. It's also worth mentioning that some of the group is actually on a longer tour option that also visits Dahab, Egypt, and a few hotspots in Jordan. Thank you to Travel Talk Tours for leading this big adventure. Thanks everyone for watching. Check out the description for more details and links. Please like the video, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more travel videos.